Welcome to Engineering Funda family. This video is a part of Microprocessor 8086 video lecture series, and in this video I'll be going to explain you clock generation by 8284 IC and this clock that will be giving it to Microprocessor 8086. My dear students, before I explain you how exactly we will be generating clock, you should know some basics. Why should we have external separate IC 8284 to have a generation of clock for 8086. Here, my dear students, if you observe pin diagram of microprocessor 8086, then you are having only one terminal for clock. If you observe 8085, in that we were been having two terminals. So in between two terminals, we can connect crystal clock. But here with 8086, we are having only one terminal. So obviously we need to give direct, stable and synchronized clock to 8086, right? My dear students, here one more issue that you will be observing. With microprocessor 8086, there are two operating modes, minimum mode and maximum mode. In minimum mode, microprocessor is interfaced with peripherals, and in maximum mode, microprocessor is interfaced with coprocessor. So with peripherals as well as coprocessor, we need to provide synchronized clock, right? So here clock synchronization is very essential. That's why with 8086 microprocessor, Intel have also designed 8284 IC in which it generates synchronized and stable clock. Here there are few more things that you need to know. This 8284 IC that is not only providing synchronization with clock, it is also providing synchronization with reset signal and ready signal. So how it generates clock, reset and ready signal, that is what the case which I'll be going to explain you in this video step by step. So let us see the basics first, which is there regarding 8284 IC. So my dear students, 8284 is designed by Intel to generate clock, and that is what generating clock for 8086 as well as 8088 microprocessor. This 8088 microprocessor, that is a lower version of 8086, and you should know, my dear students, 8088 microprocessor is having only 8 data bus. Other things are same feature wise, only thing is it is having 8 data bus, right? My dear students, here 8284 that is providing clock, reset and ready signals to 8086. Here our major agenda is to have clock signal and reset signal. 8284 provides TTL level clock generation for 8086 and peripherals. TTL level clock generation means what? Here we are having clock with voltage range from 0 to 5 voltage, right? So it provides clock with TTL level, and it is what? Providing clock for 8086 as well as for peripherals. Here, my dear students, 8284 provides synchronization in generation of clock, reset and ready signal. So all those things that we will see it with interfacing, right? So that at that time you will be having more clear idea. Here 8284 will divide crystal frequency by 3 to generate clock for 8086, and it also generates clock with frequency divided by 6 for peripherals. My dear students, here you should know, when you interface peripherals with 8086, then we are considering that peripherals are slower compared to 8086. So clock frequency should be lower with peripherals. So for that also 8284 provides clock that will be half of the clock which is given to 8086. Why? The reason is crystal frequency divided by 3 frequency will be there with 8086 and divided by 6 frequency that will be there with peripherals. Here, my dear students, for example, if I say we are having crystal frequency of 15 MHz, then generated clock by 8284 that will be 15 by 3, that will be 5 MHz, that will be given to 8086, and 15 by 6, that is 2.5 MHz, that will be given to peripherals. Now my dear students, let me explain you this interfacing so it will gives you more clarity. So here 8284 IC is there, and here I am connecting crystal clock UC. So let us say we are having frequency of 15 megahertz by this crystal, and whatever frequency, that is what we are connecting it over here, it will be dividing it by 3 and it will be given to microprocessor 8086. So here you will be observing frequency is 5 megahertz, that is given to this microprocessor 8086. So you should know, my dear students, here we are dividing frequency by 3 with this crystal oscillator, right?
Hitesh sir, can I ask you one question?
Yes, John, definitely you should ask me questions. I'll be happy to reply every time.
Hitesh sir, why this IC8284 exclusively divide frequency by 3?
Here, my dear John, we are dividing frequency by 3 with 8284 because of here with microprocessor 8086, we want to provide clock with 33% duty cycle. So that is what next part that I was going to explain you. So let us see that step by step. My dear students, here we are dividing frequency by 3. The major reason is here with 8086 we should be providing duty cycle with 33%, right? That's why we are dividing frequency by 3. I'll show you how we are doing this. So here if you observe crystal clock that is having 15 megahertz of frequency UC, right? Now what we are doing is, for one clock over here we are keeping MPU's clock at logic 1, and for next two clocks we are keeping this clock's logic to 0. So here what is happening, there are two things which is happening. First is we are dividing frequency by 3, as now total time period for this clock is multiplied by 3 with respect to crystal clock, right? And secondly, you observe here for 1/3 of time period this MPU's clock is high, and for 2/3 of time period MPU's clock is low. So you can say here 33% duty cycle is generated, right? And this clock is given to this microprocessor 8086. So here we are doing two things. We are dividing frequency by 3 as well as we are generating 33% of duty cycle. My dear students, here 8284 that is also providing clock to peripherals, right? And here you will be observing that frequency will be divided by 6. So you see 15 megahertz divided by 6, that is 2.5 megahertz, right? And here this clock will be there in synchronization with peripheral as well, right? So there are 2 points that you need to note down: frequency divided by 3 and duty cycle by 33%, right? Now my dear students, I'll explain you reset signal generated by this 8284 IC. So here for reset generation, here first of all we will be taking reset input over here, and how that reset input is taken, you see we are having one circuit over here in which this RC connection is there, and at this terminal we are connecting manual reset switch. So what is happening, you just try to understand this. Whenever we press this switch, what will happen? Whenever you press this switch, this ground will be connected over here, so logic 0 will get transferred here. And once logic 0 is getting transferred here, you can say reset signal is given to 8284 IC. And when you press this switch, this capacitor will get discharged over here, and capacitor discharging time period that is very fast as ground is connected over here. And when you release this switch, at that time this capacitor will get charged via this resistor, right? So it will take RC time to get charged. Now for example, if I consider this resistor's value 10K and this capacitor is of 1000 microfarad, then time constant will be this R into C, that will be 10 into 10 to the power 3 into 10 to the power 3 into 10 to the power minus 6, means total 10 seconds will be there to have charging of this capacitor. So during that much time period, you can say that this reset will be having logic low, so we are providing sufficient time with this logic low to this reset, and that reset will be given to this microprocessor 8086. Now my dear students, you should know charging time period, that is 10 seconds, and discharging time period, that is very fast, right? Now why should we have this signal by this circuit? The reason is this 8284 will generate reset signal for 8086, and you should know reset with 8086 should be given with minimum time period of 4 clock cycles, right? You should be having greater than that, right? So if you have more than that time period for reset signal over here, then only you can say microprocessor will get reset. And here there is one more issue that we need to resolve, that is to have reset synchronization. So here whatever reset that we generate, that we also give it to peripherals. So reset synchronization will even happen. If you press this switch, then reset will get generated over here, and that is also given to other peripherals. So entire system will get reset at the same time, right? So these are the issues that we want to resolve here by using 8284 IC. One more signal, that is ready signal, that we generate by using 8284 IC. But my dear students, for other peripherals we should use ready signal. Usually when I interface 8086, at the time I don't prefer to use ready signal by 8284 IC, rather I prefer to use that ready signal with other peripherals. The reason is, with ready signal also there are some functions that you can optimize. I hope it is clear to you. Still, if any query is there, you just place that in comment box. I'll be happy to help you. Thank you so much for watching this video.